Hey everyone, Ment here. Welcome to the Country Jazz Lick of the Week. This one is by Red Volkaert. This is from a live video of him playing the Ray Price Shuffle Crazy Arms. If you're interested in watching this solo, I'll put it in the description below. But more importantly, this is a great lick that I've heard him play many, many times in many variations. As I was learning from him and going out and seeing him play a lot, this is one that he would drop in all over the place. It's one of my favorites. So the whole idea here is imposing a 2 minor 5 change over just a 5 chord and using some steel guitar ideas in it. So we're going to be working from a C chord to an F chord, right? We're in the key of C, the C is the 1, and then we're going to the F, which is the 4. So what's happening is the C becomes a C7, which is kind of like the 5 of F, and resolving into that F chord. So instead of just playing a C7 idea, what he's going to do is place a G minor to precede the C, and then a C7, and then the F. So it's just a simple 2 minor, 5 in the key of F. So the triad that we're going to work out of is this G minor triad here. We have G, B flat, D, and we're going to be kind of working into it chromatically. So I'm just kind of sliding up in a half step, and then I'm grabbing the top part of the triad. So I have A and F sharp to B flat and G, and then grabbing D and B flat. Then I'm going to be sliding up to this chord here, which is like a B flat triad, but we can see it as a G minor 7. It's a B flat, D, and F, the 3rd, the 5th, and the flat 7th of G. So we have putting these two chord shapes together. Okay, so those are kind of being the two main shapes we're working out of. And when we connect the lick, we're going to go to get the top of it. So we have that G minor 7 as our bass, but we're going to add in the top A note, which is the 9th of G minor, right? So once we can see that this is a G minor chord with the added 9th and hear that, we can see how these two connect. Another way of looking at it is like a D minor triad, right? Or a B flat major 7. All these chords and chord shapes serve multiple functions. So this is all within that G minor territory. And I'm just using my pick and then my middle finger to get these. From there, I'm going to play this C7 shape. So this is kind of like a rockabilly shape. That's where I first learned it, where we have the B flat on the 8th fret, the D, E, and C. So it's 8, 7, 5, 8. And that's going to be the flat 7, 9, 3, and 1. That is a C7 chord. It's more specifically a C9. So we're going to be playing around with this chord and also altering it to make it a C7 flat 9 by dropping that D down to a D flat. So how that connects will go, I'm coming down into that shape now, and I'm going to play the low 2 strings, the 3rd and 4th, and then grab up on the top 2 strings, the 1st and 2nd, that's C and E. So slowly. And then I'm going to drop down to the flat 9 and play with my pick, and then I'm going to play with my middle and ring, the middle 3 strings, B flat, D flat, and E. So I have all of this over a C, C7, resolving into an F. So we have, and that resolves right into this F chord here with that lick. Now there's some fancy stuff he's doing there, but I'll leave that as the main lick, just this 2-5 here. But if you're interested in learning more, drop me a message and we can set up a lesson to kind of talk about these other ideas that I played in that opening statement. moving through these kind of red Volkaert and just largely steel guitar ideas from players like Buddy Emmons. So altogether, what we have so far, we have the C going to the C7, moving into the F. And that's all out of this 2 minor, G minor, C7 or C9, F substitution or imposing. So again, we have resolve to the F. Okay. So again, if you're interested in learning more country jazz, please visit my site. Drop me an email if you'd like to book some private lessons. And check out my steel guitar jazz course. I'll put that in the description below. I've got some free lessons on there and then a kind of a transcription pack that goes with what I cover in those lessons. One more time, playing some of those ideas, playing around with what I did in the intro to close off. See y'all next week.